this reading finds you well. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello, and for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. So as usual, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, but probably because my Venus is in 8th house, I don't really know. But if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch, okay? So how I do my reading, so if you've been here for new templates, just watch this. But if you've been here for a long time, I mean, if you're my subscribers, just fast forward to 1 minute from now. But how I do my reading is that I usually do 2 people scenarios. So if you're only dealing with one person, the first portion of the reading is going to be the one that's for you. But if you're dealing with 2 people, then the first portion of the reading is going to be explaining much more about the dynamic of the energy between you and the person that you're more focused on, whereas the last portion of the reading is going to be explaining much more about the scenario that's going to happen, or that has happened between you and 2 people. Okay, when I say person A and person B, it means that I'm reading for 2 people. Actually 3. Yeah. Sometimes 3. Ooh la la. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I mean, this July, I mean, I have 2 dominant planets, although I am a Sagittarius, but I'm much more dominant in Capricorn and also in Cancer. So this July, with all the planetary alignments that has been at play here, those stelliums are shook. And you are the moon card. So you are being forced to feel more, to be much more of a watery type of person rather than an earthly type of person. You know what I mean? You're being much more forced to get in tune with your emotions, to be much more empathic of other people, to be much more understanding of other people, which is the King of Chalices. If we were to be taking this into a general sense, okay, relationship aside, general sense, if you work for sales, or if you have presentations, or if you're going to an interview this month or whatever, you're going to be much more relatable to other people because you're just like that. You know what I mean? That the aura that you presented to the outside world is just relatable, and it kind of like makes you feel, it kind of makes people feel much more drawn to you. So if you're single, congratulations, you're like charming this month. If you've been charming before, you're extra charming this month. Like you just can't help it. You know what I mean? Like you would feel like, why is this person interested in me? I did nothing to this person. You know what I mean? Type of stuff. And you would also have like a lot of dreams that is kind of like quite symbolic. Pay attention closely to your dreams, because things that you've been 8 of Swords about, things that you've been stressing about, you would actually find the answer to it through dreams or through, I don't know, other type of spiritual methods. But that's so general. But anyway, you in relationship sense, you guys are being much more King of Chalices. So you're much more in tune with your emotions. You feel stuff. You understand things in a very macroscopic, because we're talking about King of Cups. So you just don't consult, but you understand. You gain wisdom. You gain knowledge about what emotion works and stuff like that, which is kind of like quite, I would say, not so much of a Capricorn, because you guys are Earth sign, right? Cardinal Earth. But this is like the side of you that has been perfected because of the lessons and experience that you've been going through, or you went through in the past. Because you had that Death card in the past, which is the period of transformation where you feel like you needed to isolate yourself from public eyes, or you needed to... Death card with the 4 of Cups in here, I would say you were very picky with who you choose to spend your time with, regardless of relationship. You know what I mean? Like if you were on a dating scene, you would be dating, but you would not let them in because you're very picky. In terms of friendship, in terms of family, you became really picky with who you hang out with, because you're starting to become the King of Chalices. So you see this person, oh my God, this person is toxic for me. Oh my God, this person would only want to be with me when everything is fine and dandy. But when I needed their help, they were not there. So there's like a lot of, this is getting so general, I'm really sorry, but this is like the message that I'm getting. But you get this really white depth of knowledge about, you know, how people work. And you know, this person is healthy for me, this person is unhealthy for me, regardless of whatever people says. Like, why are you cutting ties, or why are you withdrawing from this person, and although this person is successful, or although this person is either pretty or whatever, but you just know it, that this is not healthy for you. You just know it. This person is not going to serve anything in my life. You just know it. Yeah. So let's go back into your relationship sense. This is getting really, really general. I'm really sorry. But in the past, Four of Swords. So you're dealing with a more Capricorn than you guys are, because they have the Princess of Pentacles in here. And Princess of Pentacles, especially in this particular deck of mine, is a very calculating type of person. You know what I mean? A person who is, I give this much, how much will I get? Do I have gains or do I have losses? You know, that type of stuff. A very, very calculating type of person. And they have the Four of Swords, so it's either they cut the ties, or they were withdrawing themselves away from you, or they don't want to think about you no more. You know what I mean? Like they although there is Four of Swords, especially in this particular deck of mine, this girl is actually looking back in nostalgia, but they just don't want to deal with it. I want to clarify what this Princess of Pentacles is about. And you exercise like a lot of your patience. I mean, because you have that strength card. You exercise like a lot of your patience and not chase, but either instead of going out and reaching, you chose to just reflect. You know what I mean? In a relationship sense, this is not really a good time for you. 5 kartu masa depan. Because whatever it is that you want to do, because you have the Queen of Wands, if you want to solve problems, or if you want to approach somebody in, hey, let's make a pact, or you have the Queen of Chalices, hey, let's talk in an emotional manner. It's not going to work. Why? Because the person, if you're only dealing with one person, you're dealing with the Five of Swords and also the Four of Pentacles. And this is where, my friend, Crosswatcher will hit this like button because they don't like it. But anyway, regardless of what you do, I don't feel like it's going to work this month, because what's challenging, you also have the Emperor card and also the Nine of Wands in reverse. So you try to talk to them, you try to approach them, you try to, hey, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that. You have the Five of Wands. You try to be the Capricorn that you are, being cardinals. Like, this is, I think this is the best solution. Why don't we just try it out? No. Hey, do you have any problem? Let's do emotional talk. I'm never going to talk to you about my emotions. So it's quite tough. And the reason why they're doing this is because they have the Emperor card here, so, and also the Nine of Wands in reverse. So the thing about these type of energy, the way that I see it, is it's like a aggression that is not really being shown on the surface. You know what I mean? So there's like a lot of indirect messages being played because they wishes you to be able to read their minds, or there's like a lot of passive aggressiveness here is at plays, or they're really distancing themselves away from you because they want to make a point about something. That type of energy. Because they were the Princess of Pentacles in reverse in the past, meaning that the reason why they were withdrawing themselves from you is because based off of their calculative method, based off their calculation, they feel like they didn't get like the equal give and take or whatever it is that they wanted to get from you. Therefore, they were distancing themselves away from you, and they're being stubborn about it. So unless you're giving them exactly what is it that they want, they're still going to be behaving exactly like this. Emperor card is a very, very like, this is what I think is right, because they feel like they're either protecting their money or they're protecting their feelings, they're protecting their life, their workforce or whatever. But yeah, they feel like it's the right thing to do. And in the now, though, I would wait around until probably the end of July if you really want to have a talk. Interesting. Ooh la la. Now, I'm nosy, Capricorn. I'm really, really nosy. So if you don't mind me to actually do a little bit of a clarification. Kenapa ini tiba-tiba gitu? Yeah. Okay. So if this was, I feel like in the future, you guys are going to be sick and tired of this. You know what I mean? Because in the future, you guys are going to be justice. And justice doesn't have any type of confirmation bias against it. Like you feel like, oh my God, I've given myself a lot. I have done a lot. And this person is still the Seven of Wands even in the future. Like they still don't want to be dealing with me. They're still very, very stubborn with what they believe is right in this relationship. They're really like that. The thing is that this person actually wants you. This person loves you. But the Emperor, you know what I mean? Like they feel like what they do is right. So unless you're giving them exactly what they want, there is this resistance of change here. And you've been you're a bigger person now. So if it's either happening now, it's going to happen like really, really soon. You're a bigger person, but then you feel like, oh my God, they crossed the line. So what's the point of me kind of like pursuing this or doing this if I get cut at each of my attempt? Like every time I ask him to do this, like no, everything is wrong. Like, so you guys are going to be like, what am I going to do? Like, okay, all right. So you guys are the Justice card. So you're trying to balance yourself out. You have the Two of Pentacles. I see you guys, if you're really, really sick with this relationship, you would start seeing somebody new in which going to give you something that is stable, which is the Four of Wands. Somebody who offers you more jolly and joyful type of feeling and everything like that. And they're going to know about it because this person is low-key observing or stalking you or keeping tabs on you. And they're going to be much more of the Nine of Swords, Tower card, and also the Eight of Cups. But that is, I think it's like much more of the majority of Capricorn. But to a few Capricorns out there who doesn't want to date around, because you have free will and free choices, right? But if you choose to not choose to date, this person is very highly sensitive. So they see changes in actions, they see changes in energy as well. And because in the future you feel like you have had it, so you're no longer going to make them a priority as much as you're doing in the now. And they would feel it, they would sense it. Oh my God, wait. Why is Capricorn not doing anything again? So it's either you're going to communicate it to them, you're going to give them like either an ultimatum or said, okay, you know what, I have had it, I don't want to deal with it anymore. So come to me if you need me or whatever. And they're going to take it as a Tower card and they're going to feel as if like you guys are leaving them. But even if you approach them in the future, they're still like the Seven of Wands. Okay, so it's kind of like quite tricky here, the situations that you're dealing with. So let's see about your August reading, I must say, Capricorn, for if you're dealing with one person, okay? So if you're dealing with one person, your reading ends here. If you're dealing with two people, so person A is somebody who left you, somebody who withdrew themselves away from you with that Four of Swords, and you exercise like a lot of your patience to not do anything about it. You exercise like a lot of your patience to not try to grab them or whatever. Like you exercise a lot. You're much more of the Four of Cups. You know what I mean? Like you try to take care of your emotional health more, and then with that, you went through a lot of transformation or transformative process in your life. In the now, this person is odd in a way that I don't know what's their problem. Oh, they're very aggressive right now, though. They have the Page of Swords and also the Knight of Swords. So they feel like whatever it is that they believe in is right. And regardless of how mature you are, wanting to have this open communication or whatever, this person feels it's not somebody who in the past relationship that they had with you was really eloquent with their words or with their how they communicate their feelings. So it's like the King of Swords who has a book of sins, write down that book of sins, and now just kind of like one on the attack, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So if you're like the Queen of Wands, if you prefer solutions, or if you're like, I don't know, like you try to be friendly with them, and there's going to be a low-key jab. Like, well, it's okay though for me to be doing this. Remember when you did this to me? So there's this low blow passive aggression. But so that's person A. And then in future, you're going to be much more justice card. So you're going to be like, well, whatever, I'm just going to mirror you back. If you need me, I'm here. If you don't need me, then I'm not there. You know, this person is dealing with a lot, and this person is very, very airy, swordish. Yeah, they have to deal with themselves a lot. They have to deal with all of their thoughts a lot first, okay? So that's person A. Person B is, this person was interested in you in the past when you went through that transformation period, but this person is not really showing it because this person is the Princess of Pentacles. So this is the person who wants to do courting right. With this person, you feel the emotional connection. This person is interested in you, but they're not really open about it because they have the Four of Pentacles. And so it's somebody who is playing hard to get, which is something that you don't like right now. Because you're like the Cups people, you know what I mean? Like you're the King of Chalices and you're also the Queen of Chalices. This reading is going to get cut off because it just surpasses the time. But anyway, yeah, you just want that type of emotional connections, which you're not getting from them. And you feel like you cannot really read them properly, whether this person is interested in you or not. You just feel like they're kind of like quite withdrawn, but actually they're interested in you, but they just want to do the right thing. So they're trying to play a little bit of hard to get, and you're going to get sick and tired of that type of game. So in the future, you're going to be distancing yourself. You have the Two of Pentacles in there, in which they're going to freak out. Oh my God, did I lose you? Oh my God. The Tower card there. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for my reading for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really great remainder of July reading, and I'll see you guys in August. Bye-bye.